So guys, before I get into this course, first of all, I just want to say it's getting to do this is actually this is an honor for me, and I appreciate it. It's come out in a couple of different ways over the last few days, but I just sense that there's a soul in this room. There's a pulse. There's an organism. There's a living thing in this room, and I see it, I hear it, I feel it when guys like Steve get up here. You see the emotion, you see the passion that comes out of Steve talking about what that meant to win that business at the lumberyard. You know, I heard it out of Jake yesterday talking about the impact that we can make when we're sincere in what we do. Danny, we spoke about it last night in some of your comments about making a difference in our customers' lives. You know, Tom, the way you expressed yourself this morning. So I want to thank you guys for your passion and for your energy and for making this experience real, because there is something very real in this room, and I think we all feel it, so thank you. So it's funny, like I've been nervous about doing this presentation because I want to get the message right, and I've had these nights, just sitting up and thinking about, this presentation, really asking myself, what does 15 mean? What is this power of 15%? What does that mean to me? What does it mean to this room? And I heard this story on the radio driving home, and it was a story of a professional photographer who, for several decades, went around the world photographing atrocities. He was going to war-torn areas, and he was going to natural disasters where they had struck. He was going to areas where there was wide-scale famine. And what he was capturing was the humanity that exists in the midst of this chaos and this horror. And so he would go to a war-torn area and he would take a picture of children playing soccer. Or he would go to an area where a tornado had ravished a town and he would take a picture of a mother holding a baby. And he would capture the human element in these horrible situations. But after decades of doing this, it eroded his soul. It started to chip away at him, started to break him down. And he had this moment where he realized that his perspective had changed. And what he saw was that mankind is a monster. That there's just this terrible aspect to humanity, the things that we do. So he stopped taking photographs, and he moved to South America. And he found this plot of land that had been clear-cut, where a rainforest had once stood. And he moved there. And he planted a tree one morning. And it felt good to plant the tree in this deserted land. So he planted another tree. And it still felt good. And he did it again. He did it again. He did it again. One day he got up and he realized that he had repeated this process 2 million times. And this desert that he had moved into was now a forest. That changed his perspective. He started to see that, all these horrors that he had seen exist in the world. They exist right now. But he saw the power of what a pair of hands and a will can accomplish. He saw the impact that he could make. And he learned that a lot can happen when we plant a tree. Get my 15. Get my 15%. I've been thinking about this number, this 15, and so it's ironic that you're going to get a quick math lesson from a journalism major. Does anybody know what this is? It's an exponent. It's x. It's an unknown, and it's being raised to the 15th power. And if you were to look at this on a graph, what it looks like is a very short takeoff, and then it goes vertical. We all talk about exponential growth. That's what happens here with a number like this. So we don't know what x is, but when we figure it out, what we're left with is something very powerful. This 15th power, this power of 15. If we want to get more, if we want to get 15% more, we have to give more. And to give more, we need to be driven by something deeper. We need hunger. We need vision. But most importantly, we need a purpose. I believe that finding that purpose starts with perspective. We need to be able to see the forest, but we also need to be able to see the tree. So when somebody asks you, what do you do? My guess is that to some extent we all say something like, I sell screws. And you do. You sell screws. But when we get asked this question, what do you do? It's a lot like being asked, where are you? Right now we're like here somewhere. That's the Viking Hotel. But we're also here, at the bottom of Rhode Island, in New England. But we're also here. So when somebody asks you, where are you? You're in all these places. How you answer the question just really depends on your perspective. Are you in this room? Are you in the state? Are you in the planet? You're in all of them. What you see is a matter of your perspective. Once you have this perspective, what you see begins to change. So are we looking down a set of stairs or are we looking through a tunnel? We're doing both. Power of 15. When we solve this equation, we're left with something very deep, very meaningful. We're left with that purpose. And the way that we do this, getting more, is by giving more. And to give more, we need to be driven by something deeper. The opportunity to connect to something deeper is all around us. It's in opportunities big. It's in opportunities very small. Some of us find this in everyday moments, simple things, being nice, being kind, saying thank you, saying please. Some of us do this by helping somebody out. You see a stranger, you give them a hand. We do this by getting involved in our communities. We do this by giving back to the people who give to us. Some of us do this by serving our country. But do we feel this when we serve these guys, these pros that we meet with every day? We talked about the auto feed system a lot over the last few days, and it's a great tool. I think it's a great tool. But when we sell this guy who has been hunched over, driving nails into a piece of OSB, and you get a sore back, and we say, hey, guess what? Use this system. You don't have to crouch over anymore. You just stand up and drive screws. Have we just given him a nice tool, or have we actually done something else? We know what it's like to bend over and shoot a nail gun. We've all done it. But do you know what it's like to do that for 8 hours? Do you know what it's like to do that for 2 days, and 5 days, and months? Do you know what it's like to do that for years? Can you imagine what it's like to do that for 30 years? That sore back, does that become a surgery? Is it years of pain? I don't know. Could be. So we just sold him a tool, or have we actually done something different by enabling him to stand up? When we sell these guys a box of Cortex, let's say that there are a couple deck builders, and deck is complete, the family's having a nice cookout one night, and their neighbors come over and they say, this deck is gorgeous. In fact, we're actually just getting ready to build a deck ourselves. Who did this for you? A couple says, oh, it was Joe. Did we just sell Joe a nice box of fasteners with some plugs in it? Did we help him get his next job? The point is, we did all those things, but what you see is a matter of your perspective. So when somebody asks you, what do you do? And you tell them, I sell a box of screws. You're being accurate, you did. Whether or not you feel that you're doing something else is a matter of perspective. When we solve this question, what our X is, we're able to tap into that deeper motivation, and we feel inspired. I want to challenge you guys. This might be a little bit of a surprising challenge for the sales meeting. I want to challenge you to stop selling. I want you to stop selling and start making a difference. If you do this, the irony is that the sales will not only follow, but they will follow in a much stronger way. You'll get your 15%. Imagine how this might make you feel if you no longer had to sell anything, if you were making a difference every day. Imagine how that would make our customers feel. Hey, what does Fasten Master do? They sell screws. Hey, what does Fasten Master do? They make a difference in my business. They make a difference to me. How would that make our customers feel? What would that mean to our business? What would that mean to you? Solve this equation and you're left with something powerful. You will be inspired on a deeper level every day. Your customers will be loyal to you and our business in a way that is untouchable with competition. We will make a difference in people's lives. We will make a difference in our lives. I want to talk quickly on what my power of 15 is. There was a time in my life where I truly wanted to change the world. I was going to meetings at the recruiters for the Peace Corps. I worked briefly at the Environmental Protection Agency. I wanted to change the world. I wanted to turn all this energy, whatever this desire is inside me, I wanted to change the world. But I quickly found out that I can't do this. I got older, got a little bit more mature, and I started to realize that, you know what, I don't need to change the world. And I don't even know if I want to change the world. What I really want to do is I want to make a difference. I want to make a difference to my family. I want to make a difference to my team. I want to make a difference to my company. I want to make a difference to my customers. I want to make a difference in my community. I want to make a difference. That's what I want to do. And that is what I do. And if I do this, and if you do this, and if we all do this, who knows what we might achieve. That's my power of 15. And now I want to take a look at what yours is.
Surfing is something that has really captivated me the past few years, mainly because it allows me to be in the ocean, which is really my favorite place to be. It's nice to paddle out and get away from any of the distractions like TV or my cell phone, and it's also the place where I do most of my thinking. I like how it just really invigorates me and makes me feel alive. I think that if I could surf even 15% more than I do now, then I wouldn't have a worry in the world. I'd be a fulfilled man.
If I could get 15% of my time back, I would use it to be an advocate for positivity by creating lasting relationships with people I meet each day and really focus on kids. You see, growing up wasn't always the easiest. My mom was a single parent raising 3 kids on her own, and my dad just wasn't there. We relied on staying happy and being positive through thick and thin. And I believe that shaped me into the person that I am today. And if I can share some of my experiences with others and provide a different outlook on life through positivity, not only it can impact them in a positive way, but it can also impact others.
15% of my time, it'd be for the Relay for Life. And the reason why is that really hits home with my family and me. My daughter Caroline was diagnosed with leukemia at 2 years old, and at 5 years old she relapsed, and we had to go get a bone marrow transplant, which is a 50-50 life-death kind of situation. You don't know going into it what the result's going to be. Going through a bone marrow transplant is one of the toughest things you can put the body through. And I'm happy to say today Caroline's 21. She's graduated from Appalachian State University this year, and she's got a great internship this summer, and she's healthy.
If I were to give 15% of my time, how could I affect others' lives? About a month ago, I volunteered 4 hours on a Saturday to work with Pinewood Elementary in Charlotte. Pinewood has a garden system there, and we repaired all of the planter boxes. From those gardens, they produce fruits and vegetables, and they're sent directly into the students' lunches and also donated to those high poverty students to take home. So I know that if I spent 15% of my time coordinating other events like this, I could touch thousands of students' lives that absolutely need the help that I could give them.
I pledged 15 hours of my time each quarter this year for the Boys and Girls Club and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater St. Louis. I know that this is maybe small, but can make a huge difference in my community. And I hope it inspires others to pledge some of their time as well. Hopefully I can become a role model for many young kids that didn't have the same opportunities that I had growing up.
If I had 15% more time at home after work, it would be very meaningful. That would mean about 20 minutes extra that I would be able to read to my daughter, maybe feed her, maybe give my wife some time to actually go and do something while I take care of the baby.
If I had 18 minutes more per day of productive time, it would be to spend time with my grandson Thompson, who's a 10-year-old baseball player here in Charlotte. But it would equate more to bonding and being with the family and learning more about them and helping them learn more about me, maybe teaching the things that you can control and you can't control in the game of life. As it turns out, those 18 minutes can parlay into 2 hours a week and maybe 8 hours a month of quality family time, which at the end of the day is the most productive thing that we can possibly do.
Today's Hudson's first birthday. And there's no question about it, he's become the center of my world. And like most of us in sales roles, I travel, and unfortunately I'm away from him a lot. So the days and even the minutes that I get to spend with him really are very valuable. When I think of 15%, I do the math, it's 18 extra minutes a day that I get to spend with Hudson. To me, that's real, that's meaningful, and I'll make an effort because it's simply worth it.
If I had to spend 15 seconds with someone I've lost, it would be extremely meaningful to me. When I was 6, I lost my biological father. If I spent another 15 seconds with him, I'd ask him, am I the person that you would hoped I'd become? I'd also thank him for everything that he instilled on me and say that I love him and that I'm always thinking about him.